Okay, so most of us do that, brush the teeth, keep the mouth healthy, pretty much every day. I'm a big fan of self-care, and brushing your teeth is a piece of that we've created really easy discipline and habit around. We do it a lot because it's nice to have a nice, clean, fresh mouth, and because this is a space where we interact with the world through our speech, and if you're lucky, you kiss people hello and goodbye, all kinds of things like that. There is, for ladies, also a commiserate level of self-care that has to do with the vagina. Now, this is somewhat of a delicate topic because we're talking about a delicate and yet incredibly, this is what the feminine is, the delicate and the strong married into one thing. So, I'm sure that some of my family members, when they see this, are thinking to themselves, thank God Grandma's dead, because Annette's talking about her vagina. But it has to be done, and I'm definitely the person in my family and my circle of friends to have conversations like this. So I'm going out on a limb, and I'm going to have that conversation with you. I happen to be a yogi, so I do a lot of yoga in a given day. I also do a lot of physical activity, and one of the things that women constantly are concerned about, at least the women I know, not every woman, not always, but we want to have the perfect vagina. And we all know those awful douche commercials from the 80s where mom and the daughter are on the beach and they're walking, and the daughter brings up like, Mom, and they go through this whole thing about, I think it was Midsummer's Eve. I think that was actually it. So that tells you, since I don't even watch TV that much, that if I'm remembering the Midsummer Eve commercial about douching, that it's in my psyche. So what I want to offer you today is really how to take care of your vagina in such a way that you diminish any unpleasant smells. The vagina should have a smell, right? To douche or not to douche, says Hamlet on stage. Never. The idea of cleansing the vaginal canal and the vagina itself is not a bad idea, and yet douching, especially with commercial douches, is really disruptive to the flora and the fauna and the natural pH balance of the vaginal walls. And this will sound a little weird, but essentially you have mucosal cells that line the vagina and the vaginal canal that are there to produce enough lubrication, right? Like, this is going to sound a little funny, but your vagina in general should actually be wet, not sloppy or juicy beyond all, compare. But essentially, you're actually, much like your mouth, if your mouth dries out, all of a sudden you've got gaps in your teeth, you've got gaps in your gums, you've got a place for any sort of biological entity that you don't actually want to hang out and live in there. You, surprisingly enough, you want just the right amount of dampness in both the mouth and the vagina to keep that pH balance in homeostasis, so that what's supposed to be there stays there and is healthy, and what's not supposed to be there doesn't have any place to take root. So the idea of like flushing with vinegar or some sort of commercial concoction, basically, it's really a bad idea for the vagina. What's a good idea then, you ask yourself? And since I'm talking about it, I'm going to tell you. The idea of first oiling the vagina. In a previous video, I talked about how to do preparation every day to prepare the way for the senses and the body to receive all the bounty and the beauty of all that's offered to us in any given day. Vaginal care falls into the same thing. Every day we should attend to our body and all parts of it, including the vagina, in such a way that you're caring for yourself, so that in turn you can care for others. It's really only with health and vitality in our own bodies that we can offer that to others. So one of the things that I do, and I do these alternating days, or sometimes I take a day off, Again, this shouldn't be more than a 2 to 3 minute piece of your day. It shouldn't be a long part. I use coconut oil or Nasaya oil. I take, and because this is a clean video, we won't show this, but I'm going to talk you through it. You take a dropper full of oil, which is again, essentially going to make for slick hands. And then I actually lubricate the lips and the outer lips and the inner lips of the vagina in such a way that they're slick. Coconut oil is antibacterial, antifungal, antibiotic, essentially. It helps you maintain that pH balance that we were talking about just a few moments ago. The other thing that I do that really helps with maintaining the health, as a lady, I use a wand, a vaginal wand that I get from mytinysecrets.com that you use, and I'm going to show you in its brand new format. So look at the packaging. It's beautiful. So she sends you this little packet. It's really pretty and it's nice and soft. You open up your packet and it comes in this beautiful silk case, which once you open it, you're probably never going to put it back in there, but you might. It's really nice. So you open your little package, and this is a herbal wand that has, as it is already stated, herbs. And it looks like, I don't know, what is that? 6 inches? 8 inches? I don't know. Not even. Can't be. Let's go with 5 to 6. So the idea is it comes to you and it's brand new, and it does 2 things, which is quite exciting. It helps the pH and the mucosal lining of the vagina stay healthy, which means diminishes any off smells. And here's the other thing it does. It actually tightens the vagina. So if you want to have a nice, healthy, grip tight vagina, this is one way to get there. Once I've used this, so I just got this because my last wand is ready to go by the way of the warrior. So after you use it, it starts to lose some of its size and the herbal stick starts to lose. And this is about a year's worth. Let me tell you, if I remember, this is $120. So it's not cheap, but this is how long it takes to get to the place where you're ready to throw it away. So I think that's not even $1 a day. It works out to 30 cents a day. My math sucks, so somebody else can run it, but 120 over 365, okay? So this is where it starts, and this, after use, you basically insert it exactly like a tampon, and guess when I do it? While I'm brushing my teeth. So it takes me about 2 minutes to really brush my teeth and keep my mouth fresh. And while that's happening, I've inserted my herbal vaginal My Tiny Secret wand. And since I'm just about ready to use this, I'm going to leave it in here. I take it out, I rinse it, I give it a quick rinse. And then I put it over there to dry, so that the next time I want to use it, it's ready. So that's how you can, using the oil, so the days that I don't use the vaginal wand, I oil the vagina. The days I use the vaginal wand, I don't oil the vagina. And the result is, even in my super tight yoga pants that I wear for 8 or 10 hours a day, my vagina stays happy and clean and balanced and healthy. And so yet again, my entire being is prepared to take in health and vitality and offer it back out to the people that I love and interact with every day. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me at annette@kodawariyoga.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.